Kid, my time's almost up. Master, please stop talking. I'll go down the mountain to get a doctor for you now. No need. Our sect still owes the healers below 30 taels of silver. They've warned us. If we dare show up again, they'll cut out my kidney to cover the debt. Then you should go on with your last words. This is our nameless sword sect's treasured sword manual, passed down for 1,000 years. Our ancestor relied on this sword art to dominate the world. He defeated all rivals. That's how he built our sect's legacy. Wait, is this the legendary invincible sword skill? That's right. The name of this skill is, when a person becomes shameless, they're invincible. Master, you wrote this character wrong. It's supposed to be the sword character, not the shameless one. Wait, don't bite. This was written by our ancestor himself. He was illiterate, so everyone kept copying it wrong. 1,000 years remember to make our sect shine. Master. Please don't die. If you go, who will deal with those 187 creditors outside? Debts. Pay or nameless sword sect gets demolished. Other people transmigrate. They're saints or god emperors. I've been here for 3 years. My master died broke. And the sect is about to be demolished. Host detected inheriting nameless sword sovereign, fit to be company legal representative. Binding the strongest boss system in the multiverse. System. I've got a system now too. This system helps the host become the strongest boss. Rules. Anyone who signs an employment contract voluntarily with the host and becomes an employee, each point their cultivation rises, the host gets a 100x boost. So the stronger my employees, the stronger I get? Correct. Congrats, host received newbie pack. Top tier earth cultivation experience card. Duration, 3 minutes. 3 minutes? That's not even enough time for a bathroom break. Friendly reminder, once activated, cannot be paused midway. Fine, whatever. I'll deal with those creditors first. Sorry, debt disputes are a labor management issue. System does not provide violent debt collection. Stupid system. At least it follows the law. 3 minutes in the hall, 0 workers. Just a bunch of creditors. This is how my first day as CHU Zhao in the cultivation world begins. CHU Zhao, your master owes me the price of 3 pigs. If you don't pay up today, I'll turn your temple into a pig farm. Boss Wang, calm down. The debt belongs to the previous legal rep. I just took over tonight. What legal rep? Let me put it this way. Debts go to whoever owes them. Find whoever owes you. But your master is dead. So who am I supposed to find? Go ask the king of hell. The body's still warm. How about you go inside and ask him now? Stop messing with me. Guys, tear it down. Brother Wu Chun, don't worry about me. They're after my innate sword bones. You need to go. If we go together. I, the Wu Chun, will never hand you to the Snow Sword sect. The Wu Chun's tension is ruined, yet he still wants to play hero. Our young master has his eyes on this girl's sword bones. That's his good fortune from past lives. Are we really going to die here today? A reincarnated eternal sword emperor. An innate flawless sword bones. This isn't some unlucky couple. They're like two pre-IPO shares in a company. Two top talents detected. Host advised to recruit immediately. Where'd this beggar come from? Get lost for now. Sign this contract. From today on, your lives are under my protection. See Chu Xiao. Unbelievable! How dare you snatch people from my blood sword sect? Mutual encouragement reduced rent employee onboarding agreement. What's an employment contract? It means from now on, you work for me. I provide you a cultivation platform and promotion path, plus limited safety guarantee. In the startup phase, you handle security. He handles reception. We'll adjust roles based on performance later. What's the receptionist do? If someone comes to break down the door, you ask if they had an appointment first. If we join your sect, can we really stay alive? Not just stay alive. Work hard. And you'll get benefits and a retirement fund. What's that?
Ahem.
5 kinds of dangers I'll handle. End of year, I'll give you a gold bar. Warning, false promises may violate system employment rules. Shut up. Starting a business. What's wrong with a little hype? Kid, you dare poach in front of Blood Sword Sect? How is this poaching? It's called mutual selection. Talent flows freely. I'll flow you, you jerk. Look out. System, Earth Experience card activated. Top tier Earth Cultivation card now active. 2 minutes, 59 seconds left. He caught my blood fiend sword energy barehanded. Damn, is this Earth Cultivation? I feel that my piss right now could put out a volcano. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left. Even my family's pig-slaughtering knife is bowing to him. Great Emperor. You are the Emperor. Now you see why I dared to recruit them, right? Spare me, Senior. I didn't recognize who you favored. Sorry, I didn't know. What's the biggest taboo at work? Do you know? I don't, Senior. Poaching with bad intent. Spare me, Senior. Go back and tell your sect. These 2 people are official employees of Nameless Sword Sect from now on. If anyone touches my employees, I'll destroy their sect. So what do you think? With your power, Senior, why do you want us 2 losers? I never care about my employees' past, just whether they make value for the boss. Your broken Danshan, I'll rebuild it for you. If you can save Wu Chen, I'll do anything for you. Congrats, host successfully hired staff. The Wu Chen and Su Liu officially joined. Friendly reminder, Earth Cultivation Experience card. 10 seconds left. 987. Who are you? How dare you hurt my Snow Sword Sect disciples? That's the projection of Snow Sword Sect leader Zhu Via. Respect to the Great One. 32-1 Earth Experience card finished. No way, the card just expired. And the beast shows up right after. Now I'm just a weak rookie in the key training stage. Useless. Today I'll slaughter your whole nameless sect. No one will survive. Avatar, haha. Explains why it's so weak. That finger just now. I used only 1 power. Accidentally flattened 7 mountains. Go back and tell your sect. Come here yourself with a clean neck. Don't send a clone. What a disgrace. Who are you really? Alert. Host faces sword master level danger. Newcomer sword sect package issued. 1 basic sect protection sword array. During the power-up. Host, please stall for time. You blood sword sect staff show up uninvited. Disturbing the normal business of my sect. Pay 3,000 spirit stones. You scared my 2 new employees. Mental compensation fee, 2,000. Your face is messing up my sect's feng shui. Add 1,000 more. You scoundrel. You dare blackmail me. Sword is done. Alright, no more talking. Today you'll see what big store bullying customer means. No way, this is an ancient sect protection sword array. Friendly reminder, basic sword array energy depleted. 1 activation left. Extra reminder, host's real cultivation is key training. Only 1 use left on level 1. Yeah, I'm pretty useless. It's fine. I got 2 guys here. One's a reincarnated sword emperor. One's born with a sword bone. Just push them to get stronger. As their boss, I'll rise too. Sect Master, what are these arrays and talismans? These aren't captives. It's your onboarding process. Those 2 blood contracts from yesterday. We already signed them. That was the employment contract. It settles if you're under my management. This is onboarding paperwork. It sets how you'll be managed in the future. Totally different things. First, fill out your info. Name, hometown, and emergency contact. Your emergency contact is you, in case something happens. Who should the sect notify? This field is optional. Next, the most important form. Confidentiality agreement. You must keep everything inside the sect. Especially anything about me. Don't leak it to outsiders. Sect master's skills are top-notch. Cultivation is upright. Why keep anything secret? There's plenty to keep secret. Like how I'm actually a stage 7 loser right now. That kind of thing. Gotta prevent issues before they start. Also, let's set your roles. The Awakens, your head of security. Su Liang, your front desk. And take over the sect's finances too. Front desk? Can I do that? Of course. You look more like a money guy than him. Sect master, help me. You 2 owe me big time. But there's one thing. I have to make it clear. My danshan was shattered by Zhu Jian's sect. Now I've lost all my cultivation. I'm worse than a basic sword apprentice. Can't protect the sect at all. That's it. That's all the Awakens. Were you a genius before? Doesn't matter. I don't care about backgrounds. Don't care about experience. Just care about one thing. If you're still useful. Is there value left in you? Danshan's broken. Then rebuild it in my nameless sword sect. No useless staff here. Just one's not fixed yet. Asset system. Newcomer recruitment task rewards. Danshan's elixirs. Host completed newcomer recruitment task. Issuing reward. Boss points times 500. Match the basic danshan. Reshape danshan consumes boss points times 500. Redeem? Yes. Spend it all, that's fine too. Eat it. Get your health back in shape. This is your first KPI on the job. Sect Master, for someone as useless as me. You use such a precious elixir. Who's useless? You're now a high-value asset I invested in. If you slack off, then I'm the one losing out. Not your loss. Hurry up and eat. Ding, employee. The Wakan has successfully rebuilt his Danshin and advanced to the sword path stage. Triggered host 100x feedback. Feedback complete. Host's cultivation self-refined. Skyrocketed from key level 1 straight to Swordmaster. Sect Master just sat there. Yet her cultivation shot up for no reason. I didn't do anything. Just sat here and sipped some tea. The Wakan made a breakthrough. And I jumped several realms too. I get it now. My employees are my best resource for cultivation. The stronger they get, the stronger I get. Wakan, keep it up. Give me one more breakthrough. Sect Master, I am not capable enough. My Danshin just healed. My foundation is unstable. To level up again, I'd need lots of spirit stones to nourish my meridians. Otherwise, forcing it could lead to going berserk. Spirit stones? No big deal. Su Liang, how many spirit stones are left in the sect's account? Give it all to the security department. What's wrong? How much exactly is left in our account? Like 10,000 or 20,000? Actually, we have 0 spirit stones left. The whole Nameless Sword sect owes an outside debt of 3,000 spirit stones. A debt of 3,000 spirit stones. So my company not only has no cash flow, we're in debt. We're basically bankrupt. You're CE, the sect master, right? Your dead master ran up a tab at my drunken immortal clinic and with others in North Wasteland. A total debt of 3,000 spirit stones. Pay up in 3 days. If you don't, this land and mountain, plus these 2 disciples, all belong to my drunken immortal clinic to cover the debt. Manager Zhao Zhao. Sir, this guy is someone you don't want to mess with. Even the Blood Sword sect leader's clone was taken down by him in 1 strike. Nonsense. They're dead broke. This poor sect will be closed down soon. What big shots could they possibly have? A few gatekeepers. I can take them out with 1 hand. But even if I do, that doesn't fill the 3,000 spirit stone gap. 3 days, huh? All right, I've got it. The Wakan, Su Ling. Go tell everyone. Wait, there are only 3 of us in this sect. So this is the first ever all-sect meeting of Nameless Sword Sect. Starting right now, Nameless Sword Sect's first ever all-hands meeting begins. Only 1 agenda. Within 3 days, how do we pay back 3,000 spirit stones? Let's brainstorm. Sect Master, I suggest we cut down on food expenses. Go from 2 meals to 1 a day. Suli, there are just 3 of us here. We already only eat once a day. If we save any more, we'd be eating every other day. Sect Master, I have a plan. Blood Sword Sect is filthy rich. I'm willing to lead a night raid for 3,000 stones. We'll clear the debt overnight. Wakan, the Blood Sword Sect master's a sword saint, and you're just a sword disciple. You'd just get killed. It's not a heist, it's suicide. I can't just throw my employees into the fire like that. Not in my style. Cutting costs won't cut it. So time to increase income. Master, you only left me with this one valuable asset. Certified by the system. It's got true sword intent. Sell it, and we'll easily get 3,000 spirit stones. When you hit rock bottom, you're invincible. I thought you were some secret agent, but you just look like a street vendor's recipe. Bro, you're really trying to scam a sword cultist now. I'm counting on selling this to raise that 3,000 spirit stones. But nobody even offered 30. Toughest business is selling off pride. Interesting. This sword intent is well hidden. You've got a sharp eye, old man. This is a swordmaster's treasure. Just 300 spirit stones. I don't have a single spirit stone, but I've got this jug of homebrew. Want to trade for your book or not? Deal. Here you go, sir. Ding. Target's name detected. Huang Juju's current status. All meridians sealed. Disguised as a mortal. True background. Sword Saint of 9 Tribulations. Sword Saint of 9 Tribulations. That old guy who swapped a book for wine is a real hustler. Wait up, old man. Let's chat about life. Maybe check out a job opening. Sir, you've got good bones and an impressive aura. 1 in a million talent. I sincerely invite you to join Nameless Sword Sect. No. These old bones can't work. Can't handle a job. If my sword saint ever breaks through, the feedback will send me flying to the sky. Even if I have to beg, I gotta get him signed today. Old man, you like to drink, right? Perfect, we provide liquor at our sect. We provide booze, as much as you want, every meal. We'll give you the easiest job. Head of janitorial. Just sweep the floor. Food, lodging, and drinks all included. Sweep floors and get booze too. Alright, you're kinda interesting, kid. I'll do you this favor. Ding! Host has successfully hired. Employee Huang Jujian. Position, head of janitorial. No need for your book. Keep your sword intent. I don't care for it. But you might still need it someday. I landed a sword saint. Nameless Sword Sect just leveled up. Now I'll just wait for him to give me some feedback. And I'll skyrocket. System, where's the sword saint I just hired? What about my feedback? Employee Huang Jujian's work hours today. 0. Effective work. 0. No actual work done. No feedback triggered. I see now. So it's not just hiring sword saints that makes me stronger. They have to actually work for me to get stronger. From now on, performance reviews are in. Manager Fang, your job is simple. Sweep the whole sect clean. Can't do it. Old bones, bad back. I'm not done yet. Fail the review, you lose your wages and booze. Sweep bit by bit. I could sweep for eternity and not finish. All this work just for some booze, huh? Fine, let's do it quick. Clean up, then go drink. Employee Huang Jujian detected. Work duties completed. Sweeping judged as valid work. Feedback. Boss points by 200. Finally, old man did some real work. But this isn't sweeping. It's totally demolition. What a monster. Even the janitors at the nameless sword sect can sweep with one sword. We can't afford to mess with this sect. Even the janitors are scary here. So the nameless sect must be full of hidden masters. Too deep to understand. I'm Tian Lingen. I trained at Qingfeng Sword Sect for 3 years. My sword skills are already at mid-swordmaster level. Honestly, coming to your small sect is a bit of a downgrade. Tian Lingen, right? Alright, got it. What salary do you expect? Are you okay with overtime? Yes, overtime. You have to work overtime even as a cultivator. No matter how high the talent is, if you can't create value for the company, it's still zero. I want someone who can work and make money. A real worker who can handle things. Boss, I heard your place gives free food and lodging. I'd like to get a job too. Ding. Detected target name, Qian Duodwo, real identity. Missing young master of Wanbao Commerce Guild, true qualification. God of wealth at a bargain. God of wealth at a bargain. I'm worried about repaying those 3,000 spirit stones. And you just sent me a god of wealth. Miss, looking at your face. You're pretty lucky. Our sect just set up a new marketing director role. It's reserved for you. Marketing director. That's a big position. Is there commission? Any year-end bonuses? Yes, commission and bonuses. As long as you bring in money for the sect. The more you earn, the more you get. Deal, boss. You're straightforward, I'm in. 3,000 in debt. I was just relying on selling sword manuals and holding training to pay it off. Boss, to be honest, your approach is way too small. So, God of Wealth, what do you suggest? The worst thing in business is underselling. First thing to pay off debt is not saving money, nor rushing to sell. It's turning our crappy sect into a prestigious name no one can reach. Branding. Raise prices, use hunger marketing. This isn't just wealth sword lineage. You're actually an undercover marketing genius. Well said, Director Qian. I announce. Nameless Sword Sect's brand upgrade project is officially launched. This leaky hall isn't leaky. It's an open-air cultivation space. See the stars overhead. Rain showers you in spiritual dew. It's a unity with heaven that many great sects wish for. That shabby dorm is now an eco-friendly cave residence. No resources at all. It's actually a tough elite training route. Crude means unity with heaven. Poor means elite education. This mouth turns trash into treasure. I've been in business for years. Today I'm genuinely impressed. My nameless sword sect is full of hidden talents. Even the janitors are top-notch masters. Sword technique intensive classes open now. Only 30 spots. First come, first served. Miss it, wait another 10 years. My sword manual booth went unsold for 30 years. No one wanted it. Once he branded it, everyone fought for spots. That's the power of branding. What does this say? If the enemy's strong, run. If the enemy's weak, bluff. If you can't win, lie down right there. This is basically a street thug's fighting guide, right? What kind of crappy sect is this? What unique sword technique? It's clearly a scam for money. I want to see if your shameless sword technique can take a strike from me. No way. I'm a swordsman, my strike. Didn't even hurt a trainee. I get it, this manual doesn't teach a single real sword move. It teaches philosophy. The highest level of sword technique is making sure your opponent never guesses your next move. And the hardest to predict is someone with no shame. First style, fake injury. Before the enemy's sword touches you, fall and scream, then bite back. Second style, play dead. Wait for them to drop their guard, then strike. And this secret move, scatter the petals, aim for their eyes and throw. This guy truly understood the soul of this sword. I heard you opened a sword technique class, teaching nothing but tricky stuff. Today my blood sword sect is here, to take on your unruly crew. Ah, let go of me. You fight dirty. Face me in a fair duel if you have the guts. A fair duel? That's how you noble masters play. For us rogues, there's only one rule. Win. Boss, the line of applicants is a mile long. Our shameless sword style is a massive hit. What shameless sword style? Call it the Nameless Sect. Special combat swordsmanship. Watch the brand image. Pass on my order? Ban the Nameless Sect starting today. In the northern wilderness, anyone who dares to practice or spread it will be an enemy of the Snow Sword Sect. Kill them all. A ban? Oh my. The Snow Sword young master is advertising for me. I'll gladly take this massive traffic. A style that even Snow Sword Sect fears. Must be incredibly powerful. I have to sneak in and learn it. Everyone, the standard class is full. We're launching the one-on-one VIP advanced class. Also, for firms and escort agencies, we offer corporate team building, fixed prices, fair for everyone. Sect Master, this month's books are cleared. Not only the 3,000 spirit stones to the clinic, every single cent is paid off. We still have a net profit of over 2,000. From a broke loaner to debt-free, turning a loss into a profit. The sect finally survived the startup phase. Boss, we made our first fortune. Should we expand the sect with this money? Or stock up on snacks first? Your call. Neither. Pay the salaries first. From now on, my nameless sect will never owe a worker a penny. I've planned for the rest of the profit. Half to build a canteen on the back hill, with meat and wine every meal. The other half for a medical room. Whoever gets hurt in the future won't need to beg that greedy clinic on credit. A manual of the shameless way, and an ancient guardian sword array. This nameless sect is deeper than I thought. A storm is brewing. But what's there to fear? My hidden masters haven't even truly stepped in yet. The ban. My ban actually made C.E. Juzhao famous. It spread across 3 provinces. Guards. Summon the Blood Guard Elder. Take your men and go. Raise the nameless sect to the ground. The Awakens and the girl's innate sword bone. Bring them back alive. Leave no one else. Just a dirt poor, broken little sect. No need for me to go personally. The Master's orders. That mysterious guardian Lotus. Even his clone was crushed. Don't be careless. Make it clean and quick this time. No more failures. Yes, sir. Advanced class enrollment. Register over here. Greetings, fellow cultivator. Do you have an appointment? Boss, at this rate. Next month we can take over the mountain next door. Nameless sect, listen up. Hand over the Awakens and the sword bone, and I might leave your bodies intact. Peak Sword King Realm. I'm only a sword apprentice now. I'm no match for him. Warning, intruder. Rank, Peak Sword King. Host level, Sword Master. Massive gap. Additional note. Basic sword array, 1 activation left. Sword King is weaker than the last projection, but I only have 1 shot left. Wasted on this guy, and I'm out. If the Snow Sword main force comes next, how will I block them? This trump card can't be used so early. I guess from Snow Sword sect. Sorry. You need an appointment for a visit. You seek death. Can't use the array? But if I take this hit, I'll be seeing my maker. Got it. Manager Huang at the gate. A huge pile of trash is blocking the way. Please clear it out. Trash in broad daylight? Oh, that stuff. My full power strike was swept away by a janitor's broom. That casual swing, the sword intent was absolute perfection, mastering the heavy with ease. This old janitor is unfathomable. Employee Huang Jujian finished his task. Cleaning the premises. Valid labor confirmed. Work feedback issued. Boss points plus 300. Great, saved the trump card and got free feedback points. That's turning a crisis into a KPI. All swept. Note down this overtime for me. Who exactly are you? Didn't I tell you? He's just our sex janitor. How can a Grand Sword King Elder not even beat my cleaning guy? The old man is too deep. I can't face him head on. But the master's order must be met. Capture the leader to win. Take the innate sword bone first. The sword bone belongs to us now. What is this sword intent? A mere sword apprentice. Yet he has this imperial pressure. Employee the Awakens detected. Past life instincts awakened in crisis. Sword insight greatly improved. Host feedback triggered. Sword master level slightly increased. Wow, this kid's potential is actually exploding. His past life foundation is legit. Once his cultivation is fully restored, I, the boss, will truly take off. The snow sword sect crippled me and slaughtered my family. I will settle that debt myself. But today you won't touch him. Good timing. It's the other elder blood butcher Siege Yu Zhao. Your nameless sect is trapped today. Another one? Are they sending elders like they're free to my doorstep? Zue, you can't even handle this sect? The master was right. I had to come myself. That old janitor's aura is deep. Avoid a head-on clash. Be quick. Grab the targets and leave. Zue, distract the old man. The rest, follow me to take the bone. Crap, this old fox got smart.
He's picking the soft targets.
And he lured old Wang away. Damn it. Do I really have to waste my last shot? You spilled the old man's wine. This aura. Impossible. Wait, something's wrong. It's done. Who was so mean? Touching Manager Huang's wine? Well, now, no one on this field can stop him anymore. A jug of Nuer Hong. I was sipping it slowly. To last 3 days. You asked for it, so here it is. Today I'll settle this with your faces. This person is a legendary sword master. Blood guards, let's fight together. Employee Huang Zhujin has exceeded his job duties. Clean up the place. Major anomaly detected. Outstanding performance reward processing. Boss points credited, 3,000. 3,000 boss points. A jug of wine for 2 Sword King elders, plus 3,000 more points. Manager Huan, this cleaning job is way more than just sweeping. You're basically the guardian god of our sect's wealth. Did the bosses work too? Got in some fights as well. I guess I owe you some wine now. Add another jug for the extra hours. Definitely owe Manager Huang this. I'll cover all your drinks today. Full supply, every meal. Both Sword King elders lost in one move. Even a janitor here has such amazing sword skills. Looks like I need to visit Nameless Sword Sect myself. Yesterday. Where's the janitor who defeated my 2 elders yesterday? Sect leader Zhu, welcome. Sorry for not greeting you sooner. But let me remind you first. That guy really is just our sect's janitor. Our Nameless Sword sect stands strong in the northern wilderness. And it's not just thanks to a janitor leader. If you insist on attacking, you might disturb our elders who are in seclusion. You better think carefully about the consequences. A brat like you dares play tricks in front of me. Well, let's see for myself. Your Nameless Sword sect. How many old monsters are still hiding? After this swing, your whole sect will be gone. Fine. Since the boss covers the wine, I'll let that slide. This time I'll take the hit for you. Aura of the 9 Tribulations Sword Saint. You're that legendary one thought to be gone forever. Just a trace of residual sword intent in the meridians can injure me like this. If you were at your peak, I probably couldn't put up a fight. The old master at his peak didn't even like fighting anymore. Now he just wants a peaceful drink. And watch over the sect, maybe sweep up a bit. So, what about you? Want to keep going? Or stop here? Sect Master, I warned you already. You disturbed the old seniors in our left sect's retreat. You better think about the consequences. So, does this one meet your standards? Want me to bring out some others to meet you? Have them chat with you? Having one blood-drinking sword sage here is already a huge headache. This kid sounds confident. Says there are other seniors in the sect.
If he's right.
I might really fall here today. This nameless sword sect isn't as simple as it looks. Who really backs them? What a nameless sword sect. Everything that happened today, I'll remember it. But your grudge with my blood sword sect is far from over. Especially you, remnant of the eternal sword emperor. We've got a long road ahead. Ding. Sect successfully fended off a sword lord level threat. Prestige shot up. Unlocked the North Wilderness 8 major sects candidate spot. Hosts current cultivation. Sword master stage complete. Victory again and again. All I did was talk. Relied on my powerhouse crew to scare off the blood sword sect master. That's the mark of a true boss. Get rich while laying down. And win all the fights. This broken sect is strict but protective. Not bad. The old man's staying for now. Blood sword sect Zhu Wia. Once my shattered Danshan fully recovers, that's when I'll settle this blood feud. 3,000 in debt. Started with a few spirit stones. Now even sword lords avoid us. Next step, North Wilderness 8 major sects little table. Can it hold our nameless sword sect's ambition? Leader Ju, take me as your apprentice. I can take hardship and hits. I even bring my own bedroll. No one can beat Sword of Hostage. Advanced class. Any spots left? I'll pay 3 times the spirit stones. Key intel. Nameless sword sect's old sweeper. Suspected to be North Wilderness's top sweeping sword sage. You can earn a title just by sweeping here. Guess folks in the North Wilderness haven't seen much. All outsiders saw was old Wang forcing Zhu Jue back with a single sword. But I know. The old man's meridians were sealed. He was holding on with leftover sword intent. Blood sword sect isn't done yet. Neither are the problems. Friendly reminder, host's cultivation is at sword master stage complete. Facing a real sword lord. Keep smiling. You're pretty good at comforting people. North Wilderness Sect Alliance Inspector Lu Qingzhou. North Wilderness Sect Alliance Inspector Lu Qingzhou. Greetings, Sect Leader CAU. Inspector Lu, you came right on time. Su Li, serve some tea. Sect Leader, our best tea, please. Last time we used it to make hangover soup for the royals. The old man didn't finish it. There's still half a pot by the wall. No need. I came only for a sect inspection. Solely on behalf of the Alliance. Sect Leader C.A. Chu, the Alliance has received news of the nameless sword sect's rising prestige. But the so-called 8 major sects candidate spot in North Wilderness isn't a prize, but a qualification to become a real candidate sect. You need 3 things. First, a sect treasure. Second, a power level to match. Third, victories that shake the North Wilderness. Why are you looking at the old man? The broom's not for sale. Inspector Liu, this thing's been with Sword Alliance for years. Swept up blood sword sect elders. Stopped real sword lords. Does that count as a sect treasure? Sect leader CHU, the alliance isn't stupid. Boss, he's got a point. Now we've got fame and cash flow. And even the royals back us up. But if we really want a seat at the North Wilderness table, still missing that one heavyweight proof. We've got hype, but no foundation. Not enough to hold our ground. In 7 days, Dragon Abyss Sword sect opens their forbidden grounds. Legend says deep inside the sect lies the ancient nameless sword sect's lost sword embryo of fortune. The Dragon Abyss Sword Core. That can hold the fate of a whole sect. If Nameless Sword Sect seizes the Dragon Abyss Sword Core, we'll fill our missing sect treasure spot. That's when we really have a shot at the candidate spot. So, this isn't a prize. It's the Alliance's first test for you. However, Blood Sword Sect, Red Sky Sword Sect, Zhuanli Sword Sect, and the other major sects will also enter the Dragon Abyss Sword Tomb. This trip isn't just treasure hunting. It's the first formal inspection by the sects. Nameless Sword Sect the Awakens, Su Luo Qian Duadwo, Supervisor Wang. Leader, meeting time. Boss, is this a full staff meeting or a business meeting? Neither.
It's a project meeting.
Nameless Sword Sect's first big treasure hunt project. Dragon Abyss Sword Core Hunt Project. Officially approved. Sect leader C. Chu, if Dragon Abyss Sword Core lands in Blood Sword Sect's hands. Your Nameless Sword Sect's candidate run ends then and there. Blood Sword Red Sky Zhuanli sure. If the North Wilderness wants treasures to talk, we'll snag that ticket ourselves. Nameless Sword Sect's first big treasure hunt meeting begins now. This mission's goal is simple and clear. First, get into Dragon Abyss Sword Tomb. Second, grab the Dragon Abyss Sword Core.
Third,
Forge the Sword Core into our sect's core treasure. Fourth, secure the candidate spot. Fifth, slap some faces like Swordgate, Red Sky, and everyone who doubts us. Manager Qian's summary really has that corporate vibe. Ha! The Wakan, you're in charge of battle for treasure. Su Liu takes care of cleansing the sword energy and blood aura. Supervisor Huang, this must be set up front. Old man's only sweeping up, not fighting to the end. You're backup, on standby. Drink when off duty. Scare them when it counts. Looks like a fair role. Qian Duadwo handles intel and resource costs. Shen King's on medical and rescue. Iron 3 Nails runs gear and formation tools. Bai Juan takes contracts for outside hires. Warfare rewards system and risk clauses. Li Gaosheng, you take the D-rank disciples as scouts. Sect leader. Scout group. Name alone puts us right up front. And first to die, huh? Who said you're cannon fodder? Scout team's job is to recon, mark, alert spot any danger, and retreat immediately. No heroic sacrifices. Coming back alive counts as credit. Leader, making it back is already a win. Then I'll go beg outside the Dragon Abyss as treasure hunt field crew. Contract terms include travel allowance, battle credits, injury compensation, war loss reimbursement, medical priority, and team bonuses if we get the treasure. Credits can trade for pills, weapons, and class spots. Treatment from Master Shen. And one tip from Supervisor Wang. When did I agree to advise anyone? During the mission. Drinks are on the house. Hey, for the sect's future, the old man can give some pointers to juniors once in a while. It's doable. Leader, There's another record. Dragon Abyss Sword Core is indeed connected to the ancient Nameless Sword sect. But if Blood Sword sect corrupts it, it'll turn into the Blood Dragon Sword embryo. It will become the vessel for the Blood Sword ancestors' revival. Uncle the Jew said, "We must get this sword embryo. If Snow Sword sect takes it, there'll be a huge disaster in Northern Wilderness." So this time, it's not about making money or showing off. This time, Wuming Sword sect has to win. SSS-Level treasure hunt mission is up. Target: Longyuan Sword embryo. If the mission fails, sect candidate status will be sealed. What a joke. My company finally reached pre-financing. Who dares block my path to IPO? I'll take their life. Just an old caretaker can actually hurt me? At this point, Wuming Swordmaster really can't be spared. Father, I'll go to Longyuan Sword Tomb myself. The Longyuan Sword embryo can never fall into Chu Zhao's hands. Exactly. If Wuming Sword sect gets the sword embryo, they'll have a supreme sect treasure. By then, he'll no longer be just a popular clan by rumors, but truly qualify for the Northern Wilderness table. But if we Blood Sword sect get the sword embryo, we can corrupt it into a Bloodfall Sword embryo to revive the Blood Sword ancestor's soul. I understand. 3 things on this trip. First, get the Longyuan Sword embryo. Second, seize the Sulu Sword bone. Third, if there's a chance, kill the Wukin and take what's left of his power. The Wukin, that loser? I'll make sure this time he won't even get a chance to reincarnate. Wuming Sword sect is coming for the Longyuan Sword embryo too? A weak sect surviving on an old caretaker still dares to eye an ancient sword embryo. Love time. Nice city. Plenty of bars. Supervisor Huang, we're here for the treasure hunt. Not a bar crawl. We can get the treasure, but you can't skip the booze. Heard you're the Wukin. The one with a crippled core. The loser chased around by Blood Sword sect, like a dog. You. Young master is talking. You better keep your head down, loser. Even Blood Sword sect didn't want you. Yet you're head of security at Wuming Sword sect. See, Xu Zhao, your sect sure isn't picky. Wukin, let it go. Actually, it'd be weird if you didn't get mad right now. What kind of advice is that? Crippled core. He's called a loser. So what does that make me? Trash in Chixio's eyes? To him, he's a loser. But in our sect, he can force back the Sword King with one move. Who are you to judge? Once you're in the Sword Tomb, talk won't keep you alive long. Relax, our sect has good security. About young master's trouble at the gate today. Shut up. The Wukin, whose core is crippled, still dares embarrass my Chixiao sword sect. When we enter Jianchu, cripple the Wukin first, then steal the Longyuan sword embryo. Don't let anyone from Wuming Sword sect go. I heard without the Longyuan sword spirit, we can only take our chances at the outer tomb. With a sword spirit, you can enter the main sword hall. But there are only a few sword spirits. All the big sects are watching us stray cultivators. What chance do we have? Chixiao snatches with force. Xuanli just throws money. Snow Sword sect kills for the pass. Boss, this market is ruthless. Let's wait and see. The messier it gets, the more we should hide our hand. You guys go in and test if this sword token is real. That's a broken formation. You'll get shredded by sword energy if you enter. Quit whining. Testing tokens for Chixiao Sword Sect is the best luck you'll ever have. Treating hired cultivators as expendables. That's the usual trick from Snow Sword Sect to Chixiao. A nasty habit that's been passed down. Li Gosheng is leading people to snatch the token. Zong. The sect master is facing Chixiao Sword Sect. Are you scared? Yeah, scared. Good, you should be. People scared to die know best how to survive. Just a bunch of useless loose cultivators. You dare steal from Chixiao Sword Sect? Take the token and retreat. Don't get stuck. You're asking for it. They got this sword token with their own skills. Go one step further, and the sword will cut both man and blade. Nameless Sword Sect's disciples actually snatched the token from Chixiao Sword Sect. The key is, they actually had a plan. Strong cultivators fine, but even these low-level loose cultivators can become pawns in Chu Zhao's hands. This sect. The hardest part isn't old Wang, but that everyone here is useful. Miss, these are just useless tokens. All their spiritual energy is gone. What's the use to you? I only buy what's profitable, not what's expensive. Just buy what can make money. Bundle them. Give me a deal. Sect Master, these aren't junk. Put together, it's a map to a hidden entrance. Hidden entrance inside the useless tokens. See, this is called buying low. Opportunities are always where others ignore them. Boss, did you plan all this out? No way I did.
But hey,
Bosses gotta act like they did, even if not. Detected. SSS-Level treasure hunt entering core phase soon. Boss's Dominion Mark is about to activate. Dominion Mark.
host.
At key points, you can control official staff power, form the sect's true image, show off in front of everyone. New York streets. All smiles. Is the ancient nameless master coming back? This is Longyuan Sword Dynasty. We haven't even entered yet. My sword's about to kneel. Heard the Longyuan Sword embryo is in the deepest part. Whoever gets it has a chance to rule the sect. Longyuan Sword Dynasty about to open. Inside the Sword Dynasty, find opportunity yourself. Fate's up to you. The sect alliance records only the final owner. Doesn't get involved in sect fights. Chu Zhao, the Awakens Su Liu. This time, if you're in the sword, you won't be so lucky. That sword at the city gate. I remember it. Inside, I'll make you kneel and give it back. Everyone listen up. All listen up. This time, we're not here to sightsee. Not here for hype either. Only one goal. Longyuan Sword embryo. If we don't get it, sect candidate status freezes. Compete for the Dao. Only Nameless Sword Sect has the true treasure. Only true seats at Beiwang region's main table. Sect Master, what if it's all top sect prodigies inside? All of us low-level disciples, remember the plan. Fight if you can. If not, mark them. After marking, fall back. You're not cannon fodder. You're our scouting team. Our supply team. Bring all the achievement books. Whoever earns credits gets reimbursed. If someone's hurt, go straight to Master Shen's green channel. As long as you're breathing. Save people first. Settle bills after. Outfield contracts active. All injuries and losses share profits per agreement. The old man's booze gets reimbursed too, right? Don't treat the building like a wine cellar. Longyuan Sword Tomb, start grabbing. Whoever gets there first, that's ours. Chixiao Sword Sect. Disciples, follow me in. Snow Sword Gate, go. No rushing forward. Follow the project plan. Even lining up to grab treasure? Nameless Sword Sect here for a spring outing? If they dawdle, they won't even get the leftovers. Chaotic grabbing is cannon fodder style. Organized progress is master style. Opportunities just up ahead. Whoever snatches it, it's theirs. My sword energy's out of control. Sect Master. First round so intense already. All freeze. Form the defense array. Quick, stop him. He's being eaten by sword evil. Can't control my sword energy. Help me. Open evil talisman path. A mere sword master, blocking our blood sword gate. Sect Master, they have talismans and blood evil. What do we have? If we only tough it out, better arrange your affairs first. Money manager, don't calculate funeral costs now. Sect Master. I can't hold my sword energy much longer. Don't push, fall back first. Can't even handle first round sword evil, but dare come. Compete for Longyuan sword embryo. Nameless sword sect, just talk big. Careful, it's plastic. Brother Woken. Let me try this time. Not enough power. Open up sword bones. My sword energy's stable now. Senior Sister Sue, that's crazy powerful. Thank you so much, miss. Help. What kind of sword bone is this? Can actually evolve Longyuan sword evil. Innate pure sword bone. Legendary innate pure sword bone. Pure sword bone. Nameless sword sects got such a prodigy hidden. Target confirmed. Su Liu's sword bone awakened. Bone snatching plan can move up. Nameless sword sect, I'll protect them. Front desk finally, not just for show. If anyone says our sect relies only on nen fighting, I'll be the first to disagree. This is the collarbone array. Innate pure sword bone belongs to blood sword gate now. My sword bone. You're asking for it. Su Liu. Your sword bone will be ours sooner or later. This isn't a complete bone-snatching needle. Looks more like a mark. Blood Sword Gate has already targeted Suliu. Mark it for now, handle after the event. All Blood Sword Gate's dirty accounts will be settled. This forest looks even creepier than before. Lost Sword Forest, Broken Sword Armored Deer, Illusion Arrays crisscross. The higher the cultivation, the more likely to get tricked by strong sword intent. What illusion array? Chixiao Sword Sect will break it with one sword. What's happening? Weren't I charging straight just now? Sword Spirit fights back. Keep moving. Anyone who retreats is out of the sect. Sect Master. Shouldn't we let Manager lead the way here? Number. The trickier the place, the less you let experts force it. Scout Team, go. Sec Master. Requesting transfer to logistics now. Is it too late? It's fine. Logistics, hold the array. If the array breaks, last one out joins the scout team. Li Goshen guarantees to finish the task. You call this scouting? Looks like digging like a dog. Stop. That path up ahead is fake. How do you know? Sword mark points in, but wind blows out. Real path wouldn't be that weird. Almost got sliced up. Don't panic over minor injuries. Follow sect protocols. Outfield injuries get subsidies back home. In other sects before, getting hurt like this just meant being called useless. Just a group of low-level wanderers. How could they possibly have steadier footing than Chixiao? In other sects, Earth-level disciples are just cannon fodder scouts. But in the Nameless Sword sect, they can actually make a real difference. What's truly scary about this sect isn't just a few experts, but that even the weak are valued here. We've arrived at the Sword Heart Hall. The aura of the Longyuan Sword Embryo is inside. Thanks, Sect, Master CHU, for scouting ahead for Chixiao. Longyuan Sword Embryo. I want it. Trying to steal my achievement. Fine, but let's see if this hall even recognizes you as someone who just cut in line. So this is the Longyuan Sword Embryo. A true sword embryo that can carry the fortune of a whole sect. No wonder it's not ordinary. The Longyuan Sword Embryo belongs to my Chixiao Holy Sect. What? The lucky sword embryo actually rejected the young master of Chixiao. No way. Chixiao Sword Sect has been around for 1,000 years. Why wouldn't it choose me? Maybe it's just picky? Fury blood killing formation. Corrupting the celestial embryo. This is bad. They're trying to turn the Longyuan sword embryo into a blood spirit sword embryo. Jukin and Duliuming, leave them to us. Attack. Sword Emperor's will. Pure sword bones. They actually joined forces to suppress the Blood Fiend formation. So the Nameless Sword Sect isn't just strong because of the old janitor. Even these two young guys are insanely powerful. One shakes the sword embryo. The other purifies the Blood Fiend. They're basically a perfect match for the Longyuan sword embryo. Is it about to choose its master? It didn't choose me, and it didn't choose me either. It's not waiting for just a swordsman. Seems like it's waiting for someone who can carry the weight of an entire sect. See you, Zhao. Your nameless sword sect really can fight. But as the sect master, are you just gonna hide behind your members? Back when the Wakan first saw Su Liu cleanse the fiend, even your lowest ranked disciples scouted ahead for you. But you, the great sect master, since the founding of the dynasty, have you ever done anything yourself? Here we go, finally. The boss isn't afraid of tough projects. Just the client asking for special attention and making the boss report in person. SSS-Level treasure rush. The mission's reached the final stage. Do you want to activate the boss's Dominion seal? I can't dodge this now, since everyone wants to see their sect master act. Then watch closely. This is the sect's divine projection. Sounds impressive, but that boss went down way too fast. System, are you sure this is a Dominion seal and not just a money burn? Voice command activated. Please maintain the majesty of a sect master. Don't let feeling sorry for using boss points ruin your vibe. Honestly, the most dignified thing about me right now is that I didn't just burst into tears. This guy's using the old man's advice again to hold the fort. Hey, I help too. In the nameless sword sect, even being scared to die can become a kind of path. Wow, he can command the strength of the whole sect? That's not just borrowing power. He's merging everyone's path into one whole sect. Impossible. You're not just relying on your staff. You actually managed to unite these people's strength. My nameless sword sect. We don't seek one person to rule above all. We only want all swords to return to the sect. No Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo. I'm the princess of the Chixiao Sword Sect. You should acknowledge me. He didn't recognize the sect leader. He values independence. He acknowledged the nameless sword sect. So basically, he recognizes all of us. Well, that's good. Now we finally have a sect treasure worth bragging about. He's definitely cool. But if he becomes a 3-star again, I might just collapse as sect leader right here. This kid's not just all talk. Congrats, host, you've hit the milestone. Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo. Recognized nameless sword sect. Prototype of the sect treasure established. Oh, sword embryo's out of place. The Sword Heart Hall is about to collapse. Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo awakened. Ready to forge the sword embryo. Needs 7-star sword palace. Stardust sword flame. Stardust sword flame. Looks like this sect treasure is just half finished. Everyone evacuate. Exit the sword nest as planned. Seven-star sword technique. Stardust sword flame is functional. Got our next goal. Evacuate as planned. Scouting teams up front. Injured in the center. The Wakan, bring up the rear. This way, this path is safe. Don't step on the red array nails. That side's gonna collapse. Taisanjin, stay calm. Recover what you can. It's all costs. Manager Tian's life is hanging by a thread. And you're still counting expenses. It's times like this you shouldn't waste money. Everyone else is running for their lives, wishing for extra legs. Nameless Sword Sect is still collecting supplies. This sect even evacuates like a rehearsal. Nameless Sword Sect actually got the Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo. Sect treasure, for real. That's something that carries a sect's fortune. Don't just watch. Staring won't get us out. Second one. Tong Nguyen almost burned me up just now.
Boss.
That kid's legs are shaking. It's the sect leader's aura aftershock. He sure talks tough. Blood Sword Gate Sword Master. They're here for the Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo. Chu Zhao, hand over the Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo. We'll spare your nameless sword sect. Give you full bodies. Why does Blood Sword Gate talk? Like they all graduated the same training course. Always about full bodies. No creativity. That's the bloodlock suppressing the sword embryo. Wanna steal the sword embryo? Try my sword first. This kid's cultivation level isn't high. But why is his sword intent so crazy? Break. Innate pure sword bones. Actually broke the bloodlock. Cleared the trash in the way. Swept away. The Awakens took down one. Su Liu shattered the bloodlock. The old sweeper knocked the sword master flying with one swing. Nameless sword sect. No one from leader to janitor is normal. By Jing records battle achievements. Qian Duoduo counts battle losses. Shen King treats the injured. Tai Sanjin checks equipment. It's Li Gosheng, counting number of D-rank disciples. The Awakens forced back one sword master. Mark down big battle merit. Su Liu broke the bloodlock and mark big battle merit. Manager Huang handles abnormal targets. Mark overtime, another overtime. Drinks double. Mark that, mark that. Sect leader. I only relayed messages and escorted the injured just now. Does that count as merit? Of course it does. Keeping people alive on the battlefield is merit. Yes. After battle, don't fight for credit or blame others. Settle on the spot. What is up with Nameless Sword Sect? Go back and tell your sect leader. From now on with Nameless Sword Sect. Can't treat them as just another sect. Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo is just a sword core. Without the Stardust Sword Flame from 7-star Sword Demon, it'll never be a true sect divine sword. See Chu Zhao. Let's see how long you can protect it. Let's see how long you can keep it safe. This is the sect treasure of our nameless sword sect. Who dares say we lack heritage now? We've got the sect treasure. Backup qualification is solid. Nameless sword sect, startup company. Finally got a core asset. CHU sect leader is celebrating too early. CHU sect leader. Sex Alliance is here to verify the Dragon Abyss sword embryo. Check it. The sword embryo's right here. Not hidden or mortgaged. No installment payments. Manager Qian, stop giving that dangerous look. Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo has acknowledged Nameless Sword Sect as its sect. So what if it did? It's still just a sword core, not a true sect divine sword. Right, the sword core isn't forged yet. No edge formed. If this counts as a sect treasure, that'd be a joke. Nameless Sword Sect has a big name. But heritage is really, boss and his bunch just jealous. But they're not totally wrong. The Dragon Abyss Sword Core isn't fully forged yet. It's a problem, we got the item. But it's still incomplete. What do investors hate most? Its core product still in development. The doubts from other sects make sense. Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo to be a real divine sword. Needs Stardust Sword Flame from 7-star Sword Palace. Refine the 7-star Sword Palace. 1 month later, 7-star Sword Palace opens. All top talents from the Northern Wilds will attend. Whoever grabs the Stardust Sword Flame, That person truly forges the Dragon Abyss Sword embryo. CSU sect leader. Dragon Abyss Sword embryo may recognize your sect now. Doesn't mean Nameless Sword sect can keep it. In 7-Star Sword Palace, no one will go easy on you. Don't worry, Nameless Sword sect never counted on others since day one. We never expected help. Let Nameless Sword sect join 7-Star Sword Palace. CSU sect leader is sure. 7-Star Sword Palace is not Dragon Abyss Sword Master. It's where the young talents of Northern Wilds really compete. Blood Sword Gate, Chixiao Sword Sect, Zhuanli Sword Sect will all go. Perfect. We got Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo. We'll take Stardust Sword Flame too. 7-Star Sword Palace. Project budget recalculated. Prepare pills, captives, equipment, intel, everything. Double up, but not triple. Blood Sword Gate, Shirley, 7-Star Sword Staff. I'll be waiting for you. Next time. I won't let Blood Sword Gate mark my sword bones so easily. Remember, if you can't win, hide. If you can't hide, bail out. After bailing, counterattack. Our Nameless Sword Sect's core tactic is to outlast and deal damage. Brother Lee, what's this move called?
Tactical immortality.
Sounds ugly, but it suits our sect. What's a consultant? Scare people while drinking. Old man's an expert at this. Ding! New stage quest. 7-Star Sword technique begins. Target: get the Stardust Sword Flame. Refine Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo. Clear goal now. 7-Star Sword technique. Stardust Sword Flame. Anyone blocking Nameless Sword Sect's sword training is done for. Risk must be clear. Surely. Fragmented Dan Sword Cultivation Technique. Use the broken old room as the furnace. Reforge your true sword intent. Alright. Awakens sword intent is getting steadier. That makes me, the boss, feel safer. Employees growing is the real moat for a company. If Su Liuru can't hold on, stop right away. No blood needed. Sword sect won't stop just because I'm in pain. Next time they try to use blood to lock my sword bones, it won't be that easy. Nice front desk not only greets customers, now it can cleanse them too. Everyone, remember, the 7-Star Sword attack is a big tournament. Don't mess around. So, we have to make all our old close-range moves legit. Like tossing sand. Don't call it tossing sand. Call it creating tactical vision impairment. What about hugging someone's leg? Restricting enemy movement. And playing dead. Luring your opponent into misjudging. The rules just say no poison, hidden weapons, or evil arts. If there's no blood, you can't slip and fall strategically. Temporarily allowed. I keep feeling our sect is upgrading shameless sword styles into compliant sword styles. Sounds even more shameless, but also more professional. We can't mass-produce advanced artifacts yet, but our low-level disciples can use them. If they break, we can fix them. That's the key. Right, gear doesn't have to be expensive, but it must be life-saving. Those with hidden injuries can't compete. If your spiritual power is unstable, go regulate it first. Pushing through injuries isn't bravery. It's making trouble for the medical hall. Master Shen, I can still fight. You can fight, but I'll knock you out first. I'll go regulate myself. Boss, I've analyzed it. Everyone thinks our 7-Star Sword Palace won't win the fire. Odds are low. If we launch official bets for Nameless Sword Sect now, we bet on ourselves. The odds would be crazy profitable. No, why not? Sect disciples can't gamble on their own life or death. This isn't gambling. It's a financial tool not allowed. Okay, Master Su. Nice, money manager makes money. Su Liu keeps him from being too unethical. Company structure is getting healthier. Warning, boss command seal stability insufficient. Forcing activation may drain spiritual power. Soul shock. Fainting in public. I get the first two. The last one is just to scare me, right? Based on your personality. Fainting in public hits you the hardest. You really know the boss's pain points. Tip: to level up the boss command seal. Need more staff loyalty and more sect battle achievements. So basically, I can't just fake it. I've gotta really lead them to victory. The stronger the sect, the more they believe in me, the steadier I'll stand as the boss. 7-star sword technique fighting for Starfall sword fire. Refine the Longyuan sword embryo. This battle, nameless sect must win. That's the nameless sword sect that seized the Longyuan sword embryo. Heard they are after Starfall sword fire this time. The Awakens? This time, I'm gonna beat you back to being worthless. Try your luck with sword fire and Longyuan punishment. Got a new project open. 7-star sword palace has multiple trials. If you want to get Starfield sword fire, you must get Star Palace approval. Losers leave immediately. Force your way through and you're responsible for your own life. They're the nameless sword sect who took Longyuan sword embryo. Let's see if they can still work miracles. Miracles in 7-star sword technique come from real talent, not just an old janitor holding things together. Master Chu, 7-star sword technique isn't like the Longyuan sword platform. First round here, we can weed out a bunch of fakes. Master, why is he looking at me when saying worthless? Be confident, he's definitely looking at you. Master, your way of comforting is lethal. Starfall sword fires in there. Can Longyuan sword sect really forge a sword? Depends on this match. First round, Talon Stone Tablet. Contestants leave markings. The deeper the sword mark, the greater the talent. Those recognized by the stone go to round 2. Top grade Scarlet Fire Sword posture advances to round 2. Top grade Thunder Sword body advances to round 2. Your turn. Master Chu, you aren't letting the janitor join the first round, right? Go ahead. The old guy is just an advisor, not an examiner. Li Gaosheng, you're thin. A lone cultivator at Earth level. He dares test his talent. Nameless sword sect got no one left. Sending a coward to embarrass us. Master, if I mess up, do I get any compensation? Forget it, if I pass, it counts as battle achievement. Alright, I'll try. That's supposed to be a sword mark. Even a mosquito would make it deeper. Master Ich, is this your genius in nameless sword sect? Huh? There's a second mark. Average talent. Super strong survival instinct. Advances to round 2. Me. I passed. Brother Lee passed. Even fear can pass. It's called extreme survival instinct. Talent isn't the only metric. Living long is also a talent. Turns out ordinary talent has a path too. Living long. That depends on if I let you live. Blood Splatter Demon Valley. Extremely dangerous. Proceed to the second stage. The Awakens second stage trials. Second stage, Heart Bridge. Participants must cross to the other side. Those who fall are eliminated. These sword winds suppress spiritual power. Mere sword winds can't stop me. Chixiao Sword Sect. Let's see who gets across first. Only the weak need to find a path. As expected of Shirley, the bridge winds can't block her at all. Nameless sword sect. Those guys probably can't get across. Senior Lee, this bridge is so narrow. The clouds are so deep below. Does falling count as a workplace injury? Elimination doesn't. Injuries count. Dying is separate. Supervisor Zhuan, don't split hairs now. CHU Xiao bringing these low-level disciples. Are you here to give the 7-star palace a laugh? The laugh. Can't even step on the bridge. And you want the Star Fortune sword fire? Remember the pre-match training? Remember what the rules require? Only requires crossing the bridge. No rule says you must walk upright. Flying or looking good doesn't matter. Got it, brothers, don't show off. Go with the steadiest way. Ah, he crawled down. Don't stand. Lower center is steadier. Hug the edge. Move after the wind passes. This looks so pathetic, but they really aren't being blown off. Damn, the winds get stronger later. Third wave coming from the left. Everyone, hug the right. Forget pride, save your lives. Copy that, no pride, just survival. While this doesn't look like a proper sect, but pragmatism is always nameless Dao sect's priority. The tactic is working. Call it the low-profile bridge crossing. We could package this as a paid course. Let's not sell this one yet. It's bad for the brand image. A bunch of shameless cowards. Passing is about the result, not the posture. Young Master CO. Looking good won't get you extra points. I made it. I'm alive and through. Nameless Sword Sect passes stage 2. They aren't strong, but they really know how to survive. These ordinary nameless disciples. Why is each one harder to eliminate? Ordinary disciples completed high-pressure trial. Sect cohesion increased. Boss command seal stability slightly increased. So ordinary disciples passing can also strengthen the sect's cohesion. Good, very good. Employees aren't fed for nothing. Disciples aren't trained for nothing. Surviving doesn't mean winning. Stage 3, Star Arena. Rules, free-for-all melee. Just survived. And now another melee? All units, listen up. Deploy per pre-match tactics. Stage 3, Sect Melee. Sects competing on the same field. The more people remaining, and the more intact the camp, the higher the score. Chixiao disciples, charge with me. Crush the weak sects first, then surround the strong enemies. Weaklings, get back. Strongest ones, lead the way. Young master, we can't hold them. Then use your lives to hold them. They really treat their own as fodder. Other sects use fodder to fight. We use a system to fight. Nameless sect deploy tactics. The Awakens take the lead. Su Liu, purify the core. Guard the center. Understood. Li Gaoshen, scout. Ordinary disciples, groups of 3. Protect each other. No chasing enemies alone. Do you hear me? Groups of 3. Anyone alone loses combat merits. Shen King, set up the medical point. Tai Senjin, provide backup. Zisheng, Baijuan. Adapt to rule changes. Qian Duad will coordinate resources. Don't worry about pills and charms. Not a single coin will be wasted. Supply drops are marked. Low energy, go left. Broken weapons, go right, don't mix up. Wounded, retreat this way. Don't be stubborn, healing isn't shameful. Sword key drops change every 30 seconds. Next round, danger in the southeast. Safe in the northwest. Move northwest. Don't run southeast. It's about to rain swords there. How do they know the drops? Many thanks. What groups of 3? Lose 1 and you lose points. Lightly injured, swap with Team 2. Team 3's prisoners are dying too fast. Reduce ineffective attacks. Li Gaosheng on your end. Hold for another half a candle. Supervisor that can flank them. Got it, brothers. Entering tactical defense phase. Fight me head on. 1 round will wear you out. Why should I fight head on? Individual nameless disciples aren't strong. But how are they getting steadier? They aren't just dueling. It's like a small-scale sect war. Strong ones charge, weak ones follow. That's the traditional sect way. But C8 Yuzhao makes everyone useful. How can this be? My Chixiao disciples have higher levels. High levels don't mean a strong sect. This turtle formation is interesting. But no matter how steady the array, once the core breaks, it will all collapse. Su Liu, your sword bone is mine. Surely, defend the center. The move out. This time, I won't be afraid of you anymore. The pure sword bone belongs to Zhu Jian. Surely you're dead. The Awakens, you can't get through. Get lost. Senior Sister Du. His sword bone is suppressed. Shirley is specifically targeting him. Supervisor Huang, don't move yet. If we don't move, that girl will suffer. I know Su Liu can't always be protected. The blood sword sect wants his bone. But it's not Shirley he needs to beat. It's the self that's afraid of losing everything. Chu Liu. Think joining Nameless changes anything? Sword bones belong to the strong. You're just a vessel for the bone. The technique isn't a sacrifice. Your sword bone isn't your only value. I don't need protection anymore. What? My bone isn't yours to take. Are you crazy? Releasing the sword bone only makes it easier for me to take. Impossible! Blood nails counter the sword bone. How are they being purified? Because I'm not afraid of him. Shirley was forced back head-on by Su Liu. This woman from Nameless sect is actually this strong? Su Liu, you can finally hold your own sword. My sword bone belongs to no one. It belongs only to me. Nameless sword sect Su Liu. Senior Sister Su is awesome. After this fight, I've already come up with recruitment slogans for Pure Sword Hall. Nice. The front desk finally became our storefront. Such a great Nameless sword sect Su Liu. Something's off with that thing, since you all like to struggle so much. Let me show you the real trump card of Snow Sword sect. This formation is suppressing my sword bone. The Awakens? Su Liu. You really think I came to sword sect unprepared? This is an incomplete blood sword formation, but it's enough to suppress the Sword Emperor's memories and the pure sword bone. What should the sect leader do? This thing doesn't look like something you can just roll through. Don't rush into the blood formation. Rely on the node's rotation. Find the core first. This formation burns blood instead of spirit stones. Those lunatics from Blood Sword sect really treat lives as expendable. The Awakens, don't you want revenge? Do you even know where the family corpses ended up? Where do you think they all went in the end? What did you say? The family was put into the blood sword pool. Your parents' bones, your clansman's blood, all became fertilizer for our blood sword sex sword raising. Wakin. His aura is unstable. Get angry, go crazy. As soon as you lose control, this blood formation will swallow your sword emperor's soul. Get revenge, but stay alive. The company trained you not to send you to your death. If I lose control, I'd fall right into his trap. Hate can sharpen your sword, but not control you. Zhu Li, you want to see me lose it. Too bad, you're not worthy. He can even suppress his inner demons. Yeah, he's breaking the formation core. That's a real security chief. Not some guard who charges in because someone shouts. Let me help you. No way, he's the last one who should be this calm. Why is he still so composed? Because I'm no longer just the family survivor. I'm also the chief security officer of Nameless Sword Sect. The Wakin, just you wait. Deepest part of 7 Stars Sword Palace. Has what you always wanted in your past life? If you dare to come, I'll be waiting for you there. Employee detected. The Wakin has broken through inner demon suppression. Sword insight improved. Host feedback settling. Boss authority mark stability is up a bit. Nice one. Not only can our staff fight, they can level up the boss too. System did it smoothly. This wave of blood power isn't for killing. It's for training experience. Stage 3 is over. Nameless Sword Sect has top completion. First place score. That's the aura of Nebula Sword Fire. Zhu Li. I'll be there. Heart, whispers Sword Fire. This flame can forge Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo. The target finally showed up. Once I get this flame, the Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo will truly become a sword. Nameless Sword Sect's Divine Sword will be complete. Nebula Sword Fire belongs to my Thunder Sword Sect. Stop Nameless Sword Sect. Stick to the plan. The Wakin and Su Liu lead. Li Gaosheng distracts outside. Tai Sanjin stabilizes star platform key. Shen King contains fire poison. White paper demon breaks the seal. Qian Duodwo checks resource flow. Blockers die. The fire poison eats at your meridians, don't tough it out. Teams of 3. Just stalling is a win. Don't play hero. Anyone rushes in alone. I'll dock your battle points for the sect leader. Why is Nameless Sword Sect so annoying? Annoying means we're valuable. Star platform vibes are a mess. In turn for me? If we don't stabilize it, Starfire will blow up. I'll handle the fire poison. Focus on the formation. 3-level seal. First, it recognizes sword energy. Second, your sect's fortune. Third, the sect leader. What does that mean? The one who finally claims Nebula Sword Fire must be the actual sect leader. No matter how strong the disciple is, they can't replace the leader. I knew it. The key node like this. The boss had to do it himself eventually. Lingyan Sword Sect. They're really about to get the Starfire. See Chu Zhao sending your team in again? Your people got you the Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo. Now they're fighting for Nebula Sword Fire for you. What kind of sect leader are you? Dare to take the stage yourself? Boss, should we yell back? Looking at costs, boss fighting himself is way too risky. Starfire quest reached the final stage. Activate boss authority mark second form. Sec leader Lin Tai, who said the boss only commands. Today you'll see what it means for the project manager to inspect personally. Sec leader, let's do it. Just need this fire for Dragon Abyss's punishment. This isn't just taking fire. This is making the boss the center of the blast. Sign the acceptance papers. Boss command seal, second form. Sec Master's spirit altar activating. Sec Master, I'll clear the path. The celestial fire contains poison. Sect Master, don't just tough it out. Don't lose the old man's wine money. The Sect Master isn't stable yet. Can't let the core fire run wild. I'll ask Ki when. Every second is costing a fortune. But this investment must pay off. The star platform acknowledges. Sect Master takes the starfire. Waming Sword Sect is the owner. The contract is sealed. Sect Master, just take the fire. Your meridians are protected. Boss, take the fire. Don't try to look cool. That blessing sounds ominous. But it's very much our sect's style. Impossible.
He's not just borrowing power.
He's unifying the whole sect. See you, Zhao. What path are you walking? I don't walk the path of one person. Starfire, return to the sect. See you, Zhao took it. He's just a small sect. He really made the star platform recognize them. This is no small sect. This is clearly the aura of a major sect. The Sect Master protected all our power. My patterns actually fused into the Longyuan blade. My fortune can forge a sword too. This kid is looking more like a Sect Master. The Sect Master's path is truly not a solitary one. Look cool for 3 more seconds. 32-1.
I can't.
My legs are going numb. Boss, are you unable to stand? I'm sensing the starfire's resonance. I see. If the boss said he was sleeping, they'd probably believe he's meditating. See you, Zhao. The starfall fire is just the start. The Awakens. We'll meet again soon. Longyuan blade awakened. 9-turn heavenly furnace is appearing. Right after the fire? A new furnace? Man. This divine sword project is one thing after another. No way. These ancient ruins are collapsing again. Why are they all so flimsy? It's not that they're flimsy. Once the starfire is taken, the core energy is gone. Everyone, evacuate. Tactical formation. Wounded go first. Qian Duadwo, check the supplies. Tai Sanjin, stop salvaging floor tiles. Sect Master, I didn't say I'd take them. Actually, those tiles look expensive. Manager Qian, your life is worth more. I know, but we can't lose everything. See Chu Zhao today's humiliation. Chixiao Sword Sect will remember. Bill it to the manager. For revenge, please make an appointment. Grudge services are not yet open, but we can take a deposit. The furnace fragment is indeed here. Shelley took the star chart. I'll chase, wait, don't. The palace is collapsing. Since she dared to take it, she show her face eventually. Starfall Fire belongs to Waming Sect. Longyuan Starfall Fire. Waming Sect is really using the divine sword. One step left. We have the blade. We have the fire. But without a true spirit furnace, the sword can't be finished. The chart Shelley took. It's related to the 9-turn furnace. So the blade needs a furnace. Not just any furnace. The 9-turn heavenly palace furnace. 9 turns of the palace. Forging the sect's soul. It's not just for refinement. It's a treasure that forges fate into a blade. I detected an anomaly in Tai Sanjin's bloodline. Potential completed. Heavenly Palace Bones. Tai Sanjin has a legacy link to the furnace. Man, I thought he just blew up furnaces. Turns out he's a hidden legendary. Main carry. So I'm not just a furnace breaker. Of course not. Every furnace you blow up from now on might be a necessary trial. Sect Master. That sounds like encouragement. But it's a bit expensive. The goal is clear. To truly finish the Longyuan sword, we must find the 9-turn furnace. Shelley taking the chart. means the blood sword sect wants it too. We can't let them get the money. Furnace first. Manager, find news on the furnace. What is it? Boss, if I'm right, the news should be in Wanbao Ancient City. Wanbao Ancient City? The biggest trade city in the north, and the heart of the Wanbao Chamber. After hiding for so long, I have to go back. Next stop, Wanbao Ancient City. Qian Duadwo. You're finally coming back. So this is Wanbao Ancient City. I feel like the tiles here are worth more than our beings. It's not just a feeling, they really are. The furnace is really here? Clear target. Buy the furnace ruins in 3 days. Boss, this place is deep. Don't show our full hand before buying. Manager Qian, you're more nervous than usual. Am I? I'm just respecting the market. That's not respect. That's someone who ran from debt, coming back to face their creditors. Manager Fang, if you can't talk, don't talk. He's the missing young master of the chamber. He's actually back. Manager Qian, young master? Didn't you say you were just a small vendor? Hey, there are many kinds of small.
Cousin.
Gone so long. Finally decided to come back? Qian Kaiantian? Qian Kaiantian? The hottest heir to the Wanbao chamber. Then Qian Duadwo really is the missing heir? Giving up the chamber heir position to be a manager in some trash sect? Cousin, you've really outdone yourself. Let me correct you. In my Wumming Sword sect, he's not just a manager. He's the marketing manager. Formal position, full contract, excellent performance. You must be CHU Zhao. Yes, next time you speak, remember to book an appointment. Wumming Sword sect. I heard you want the furnace ruins. That furnace is destined for me. Destiny, not in Wanbao City. It's about money and status. And credit. The 9-turn furnace ruins is the finale of the auction. To bid, you must pass the chamber's vetting.
And Wumming Sect lacks assets.
Lacks credit, and your rating is unstable. By the rules, you aren't qual. I feed to enter the finale. Kaiantian, you're doing this on purpose. These are the rules. If my cousin objects, follow the heir's test. Make 1 million spirit stones in 3 days. Prove your business skills. And that Wumming sect is qualified to bid. 1 million spirit stones in 3 days. Isn't that just making things hard for us? Ordinary sects might not even earn that much in a year. If we can't do it, then 9-turn heavenly furnace. We're not even qualified to look at it. Boss, there's a problem with this assessment. He just wants to force us out. Manager Qian, are you scared? We can accept losses, but we never back down from profits. Alright, I'll take it. Sect Master CU, you'd better think it through. The Wanbao Chamber Assessment. Isn't the cheap tricks you use at your so-called nameless sword sect? Who says all we do is sell things? 1 million spirit stones in 3 days. Qian Kaishan, you think this is an insult? Number. This is actually a financing window for my nameless sword sect. Nameless sword sect accepts the Wanbao Chamber's challenge. Fine. I'll wait for you in the auction house in 3 days. Make sure you can even get in then. Manager Qian, conference for the new project. Alright, the Wanbao Ancient City's profit project is officially approved. I want to see what my cousin has learned after all these years away. What has she picked up? Just selling a couple of worthless sword manuals? Or starting up some low-tier courses? Future profits. What's this all about? It doesn't sound like selling classes. It sounds like selling dreams. Today, Nameless Sword Sect is not selling manuals, not selling wooden swords, and not selling low-tier courses either. What we're selling is the future. Manager Qian, this is starting to sound like a scam. Don't rush, real pros always sound confusing at first. First item, Sect Battle Bond. Buy in advance, everyone. In the future, nameless sword sect disciples will earn rewards in 7-star sword battles, Dragon Abyss events, and other sect ranking events. Once they profit, you'll get spirit stones or training resources proportionally. So basically, I'm investing in you now, and betting you'll get stronger. Not betting. We'll definitely get stronger. Second, course licensing share. Nameless sword sect's unique combat sword skills can be licensed to martial arts halls and small sect branches everywhere. Earnings are settled monthly. Director Bai Jing will guarantee contracts. All revenue shares will be written into the contract. 10 times penalty for breach of contract. Third, medical partnership voucher. Hall leader Shen's medical hall will prioritize emergencies from partner sect disciples. Slots are limited. First come, first served. Now that's useful. Our disciples spend a lot at each trial every year. Just the clinic alone costs us a ton. Fourth, custom equipment restocking. Director Tai Senjin will make custom basic gear for partners ahead of time. For prices 30% below market. Repairs at member rates. Maybe simple, but tough enough. And you can repair it if it breaks. Gear we can actually afford and repair. Nameless Sword Sect doesn't just cater to elites. We help everyday cultivators survive too. Sounds nice. But why should they trust you? That Nameless Sword Sect will make future profits. 3 things. First, actual cash flow. That cash flow is growing crazy fast. Books are clear, no fake numbers. Second, contract security. All partnership profits are guaranteed by contract bureaus. Nameless Sword Sect pays up if we break contract. We find partners who break contract. Third, sect potential. This is how we won Dragon Abyss Sword and Nebula Sword Fire. I'm in, buying a war bond. Course licensing rights. I want the East Street area. I'll take the Central Street rights. Line up one at a time. Nameless Sword Sect Credibility Partnership. Limited spots. First come, first serve. That's what financing is. Who says cultivation is only about fighting? Credit is also an asset. So is the future. CH Zhao actually turns sect credit into an asset. Nameless Sword Sect isn't just about making money. He's redefining partnerships for sects. No way. They really raised that much in a day. First round of financing done. 1.2 million spirit stones. Manager Kian, this is not just making money. This is raking it in. And people thank you in line. Watch your words. It's called investing in the future. Are we qualified for the main auction now, young Master Kian? Nameless Sword Sect qualifies for the final auction. Sect Leader 9-turn Heavenly Furnace is up next. Grand Finale, 9-turn Heavenly Furnace, damaged. Starting bid, 500,000 spirit stones. That's the one. 1 million spirit stones. Whatever Nameless Sword Sect wants. We, Blood Sword Sect, want too. Blood Sword Sect offers 1 million spirit stones. It started at only 500,000, and they doubled it instantly. Blood Sword Sect won't let it go. Master, we can't let them take this furnace. They're waiting for my response. Manager Kian. Got it. 1.2 million spirit stones. Hu Ming Sword Sect is really going against Blood Sword Sect. 2 million spirit stones. Boss, we only have 1.2 million in cash. Any higher and it's just phantom money. Blood Sword Sect doesn't just want to buy. They're trying to bleed us dry. In your hands, the furnace can make 1 sword. With us, it could make a lot more. Like the Sword Emperor's remains. The Awakens, those things belong in the blood pool. Don't start a fight here. They're just trying to provoke you. Blood Sword Sect wants to use the furnace to work with the Sword Emperor's remains, to help their sword ancestor Fuxi. We can't let them have it. Blood Sword Sect bids 2 million spirit stones. Go spread the word. That nameless sword sect's financing is all just talk. They don't actually have enough spirit stones. Can they even keep bidding? Heard they only just raised 1.2 million. Blood Sword Sect is pushing them to the limit. Our money. They won't just waste it bidding, right? Nameless Sword Sect's VIP. Current bid. Exceeds listed cash reserves. Auction house. Must verify your bidding power and qualifications again. Sect Master CAQ, Wambao Ancient City believes in credit. But if your assets are all about vague future profits, I'm afraid you can't keep bidding. Qiang Kanshen, you're spreading rumors on purpose. I'm just reminding everyone not to fall for fancy talk. All Nameless Sword Sect financing contracts are on record. Every payout, every deadline, every penalty is covered by the rules. Delayed payments and breaches are all regulated. Our 1.2 million spirit stones in cash are real and valid. But to keep bidding, you need to add non-cash assets. Minimum bids set by on-site chamber appraisal. That's right, my contract is real. Payout terms are clear, not just empty promises. Contract is valid. Nameless Sword Sect can keep bidding. But if you want to go higher, you need to show more assets for collateral. Head of the family, the auction house is no place for personal feuds. Sect Master C. Chu, if you can't go higher, just give it up. Boss really doesn't have enough cash. Unless we put up something even bigger. Nameless Sword Sect offers 1.2 million spirit stones in cash, plus 1 future Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo Forging License. Dragon Abyss Sword Embryo Forging License. That means, once the Dragon Abyss Divine Sword is forged in the future, a cooperation partner gets to watch the forging process and qualify to study its sword energy. Only once, only limited spots. No ownership of the Dragon Abyss sword included. This license is guaranteed by Contract Shop. Wambao Chamber can hold or resell it for you. Contract Shop can seal the deal right now. Any breach pays 10 times compensation. If the Dragon Abyss Divine Sword is forged, this license could be priceless. Chamber of Commerce will appraise its value. Future license to forge at the Dragon Abyss Sword platform. Worth a 3 million spirit stone discount each time. Nameless Sword Sect offers 1.2 million spirit stones in cash, plus 1 future Dragon Abyss Sword platform forging license. Altogether, worth 4.2 million spirit stones. You guys actually use the Dragon Abyss platform's future profits as barter? Sorry. Nameless Sword Sect has a knack for investing in the future. Keep bidding and all you'll do is help Wambao Chamber get a bargain. If you can't buy it, just snatch it. 4.2 million spirit stones. Any match or higher offer? Deal for the 9-turn Heavenly Palace Furnace. The damaged furnace goes to the Nameless Sword Sect. Can I really touch it? From now on. He's your husband. Dragon Guard, protect the Heavenly Palace Furnace. Dragon Strike. Tai Sanshin. You're asking for death. They're not just after Lu, but Tai Sanshin too. Why kill me? I'm just a blacksmith. As long as the Heavenly Palace Sword Bone lives, the 9-turn Heavenly Palace Furnace will recognize its master. You have to die. No way, every time I tried refining as a kid, the furnace blew up. Everyone called me useless. How could a legendary furnace like 9-turn obey me? If we can't take it, destroy it. Stop. Even a useless furnace blower dares to yell. I've blown up 372 furnaces. I remember exactly where each one cracked first. All of them. You want to destroy it, but what do you know about furnaces? What's he doing? Fixing the furnace? No, he's not fixing it. He's making the furnace blow up his way. 9-turn Heavenly Palace Furnace. The first turn, gather the leftover flames. Wait, how did this loser awaken the Heavenly Palace Furnace? That useless guy woke up the 9-turn Heavenly Palace Furnace. It wasn't that he failed at refining. He just knows furnaces too well. I did it. Tai Samben from today. You're no longer just a sex refiner. I announce, Tai Sanjin is officially promoted to Nameless Sword Sex Gear Shop Manager. You have full charge of the 9-turn Heavenly Palace Furnace restoration. Sec Leader, I always blew up whatever I refined. No one dared let me touch a furnace. That's because they didn't appreciate your skill. Here, even failures are core expertise. That sounds motivating. But on second thought, it's still all blown furnaces. From today on, no one will call you useless again. So the Heavenly Palace Sword Bone really is in the Nameless Sword sect. As soon as the 9-turn Heavenly Palace Furnace awakened, the news spread. Well, let them know. No one can steal what Nameless Sword sect wants. Not even Blood Sword Yuan. Sect Leader, I promise I'll refine the Dragon Abyss embryo into our true sex divine sword. Alright, Gear Shop's first mission. Take this furnace home. Don't worry. I know where you hurt. You can't just patch up cracks forcefully. You need to smooth along the old lines first. He talks to the furnace gentler than to anyone else. Typical tech dude found his perfect project. People from Heavenly Palace Pavilion? Top clan in North Wilderness Key Path. Experts at refining weapons. The Heavenly Palace Sword Bone really is in you. That's me, old man here. Elder of Heavenly Palace Pavilion, Lu Chenju. The 9-turn Heavenly Palace Furnace and Sword Bone are Key Path's legacy. Come back to Heavenly Palace Pavilion with me. Elder Lu, snatching people the second you enter? Not cool, right? Qi, snatching. The Heavenly Palace Sword Bone, leaving it in your shabby Nameless Sword sect, is pure waste. You can awaken the 9-turn Heavenly Palace Furnace, so you must have the Key Path destiny. Come to Heavenly Palace Pavilion. I'll make you my personal disciple, and give you the best stuff, the top Key Path inheritance. A personal disciple of an elder. Weapon forgers chase that all their lives, but most never get Heavenly Palace Pavilion's true inheritance. If someone told me this as a kid, I'd have laughed myself awake. Follow CA Chu Zhao, and the most you'd be is shop manager at some gear store. But at Heavenly Palace Pavilion, you'll be the brightest refining genius in North Wilderness.
If Tai Senjin wants to go, fine.
Boss. He's the core member of our furnace project. Core members are still people, not just parts for the furnace. Finish the current project. Hand over gear shop work. And the sect will see you off proper. It's all written in your contract. You're free to go. If you really want Heavenly Palace Pavilion, I won't stop you. What a generous act. But in the end, it's just because you know you can't keep him. We keep people here with trust, not chains. Tai Sanjin, think it through. Heavenly Palace Pavilion only wants your talent and your future. Stay here, and you'll waste your talent among people who don't get Key Path. Elder, you're wrong about something. You just want my talent. But boss truly treats us well. Everyone always asks me why I blew up furnaces. Only the sect leader said even failure is core expertise. Others never let me touch a furnace before. But the sect leader handed me the whole furnace project. I'm staying. I'm with the Nameless Sword sect, gear shop manager, project leader for restoring the 9-turn Heavenly Palace Furnace. And I'm finishing this project. That scared me. Almost lost a great guy and a great furnace. Is it the person you can't let go of? Or the money? Both. Fine. The Heavenly Palace Sword Bone isn't going back to Heavenly Palace Pavilion, but staying in some upstart sect. Ridiculous. Whether it's funny or not. We'll see about that. Let's settle it the Key Pathway. 3 days from now, on Wanbao Ancient City's duel stage. Heavenly Palace Pavilion versus Nameless Sword Sect. If you lose, the 9-turn Heavenly Palace Furnace goes to Heavenly Palace Pavilion. And so does Tai Senjin. You're using people as a bet? In the Key Path world, the strong control the furnace. and the weak submit. That's the rule. I accept your challenge. Sec leader, if we lose, the furnace goes to you. But Tai Sanjin belongs to no one. He's a person, not a furnace. Or a prize. Fine. Then in 3 days, let all of North Wilderness see how your so-called nameless sword sect falls. In front of true key path inheritance. Manager Tai, is 3 days enough? Yes, I want them to see. Even a washed-up guy can forge his own path. Scarlet Flame Zhuan Gold Sword. For sword cultivators below Sword King realm. It boosts sword energy by 30%. No wonder it's the Celestial Palace Pavilion. The moment they show up, it's a high-tier spirit sword. Tai Sanjin, let me see what your so-called nameless sword sect gear shop can actually bring out. One move and your sword is protected. Is this true battle energy or just a street stall? Even with all these items together, I'm afraid they aren't worth a handle of the Crimson Flame sword. Nameless Standard Gear Set 1. Safe Training Kit. Wooden sword can handle anything below the sword path. Go all out and spar. No damage to meridians. Set 2. DJ Wrist Guards. Embedded with Chief Shen's medicine packs. Auto stops bleeding when injured. Set 3. Detachable Tranquilizers. Used for setting up, fixing, alerting, and reclaiming roguelite armor. Cheap materials. Easy to repair. Even entry disciples can afford them. Mass-produced price is 30% lower than market. Repairs available back at the sect. Old customers get 20% off. Director Chun, this is a duel, not a live stream sale. The owner isn't chasing views. Heavenly Thunder Strike. Low-end stuff. No matter the pile, it's still low-end gear. A duel tests aura capacity, not cheapness. Elder Lu's duel rules are clear. Usefulness in battle decides the winner. No rule about whose stuff costs more. Duel, begin. Each sends 5 disciples to the simulation field. Fight with gear support. Rescue, fix, and evacuate. Overall score decides the winner. See that? That's how you show real aura. Quick, corpse dissolving pill. Dissolving pills are blocked behind the forbidden storm. Get wrist guard medicine packs ready. Set up tranquilizer points. Light armor every 3 steps. Anyone badly hurt, fall back to position 2, don't push through. Bleeding stopped. Medicine is just right, no waste. Just snap it on. No need to swap the whole set, saves time. Unit 3 set out with tranquilizers. Unstable formation ahead, go around. Hear me? Anyone runs through O's for tranquilizers. Unit 3's light armor down 20%. Unit 8's tranquilizer reclaimed. 5 rounds left, 60% supply. Good, damage is under control. These items aren't pricey alone. But they work together? Why is this going so smoothly? Even low-tier disciples can use them, and bulk repairs are possible. That's how you actually make a product sell. Celestial Palace gear parts are powerful, but their durability. Celestial Palace single parts have great power, but lack synergy and endurance. Repairs aren't enough. Nameless Sword Sect standard gear. Each piece isn't high rank, but is practical in battle. They work as a whole. Trustworthy cost. Nameless Sword Sect wins this round. Ridiculous! Our Celestial Palace's top swords actually lost to a bunch of low-grade stuff. Elder Lu were good at artifacts, but Nameless Sword Sect has their own system. I want to pre-order this set. We've got a lot of DJ disciples at Eastgate. This is perfect for lining up and pre-selling. Slots are limited. Gear shop just opened. Production is low. First come, first served. Perfect. We won the duel, and now the orders are here. Ironstone Hall didn't just prove itself today, but made the gear shop a big hit. Turns out, training doesn't have to mean having a divine weapon. Helping people stay alive is a kind of prayer too. That's the value of the gear shop. A disciple winning isn't everything. No matter how many standard gears you make, it's still just a minor path. Since you say the 9-turn celestial furnace belongs to Nameless Sword Sect, do you dare test it yourself as the sect leader? Sect leader, the 9-turn celestial furnace isn't fully repaired.
Testing it is risky.
Why is the sect leader just going to hide behind his gear shop disciples? Why is it always the owner thereafter? Are these people just looking for trouble with the real sect leader? Chu Zhao, a disciple winning isn't everything. You as the sect leader, if you truly deserve the 9-turn celestial furnace, test it yourself. It's not fully restored yet. Testing it recklessly could ruin your meridians at best, or your soul could be burned away. Jia, do you dare? He's not even a craftsman after all. Sect leader can't do it. This furnace is just a remnant now. It's unstable, flames waver. Key patterns are 70% broken. Even a celestial palace elder could struggle to control it. They might not be able to handle it. Hear that? Even your own people know you're not up for it. Sect leader CFU, if you're scared, hand over the 9-turn celestial furnace. This is way too risky, boss. It might just blow you up. Director Qian, that sounds touching. But I can't laugh at all. Kid, you can't just talk the furnace hot. Don't worry, Director Wang. I won't just talk today. What do I even know about crafting? Last life I put together a chair leg, and even ended up with 3 extra screws. System, if you don't help out now, we'll both end up as ashes. Detected sect level key task started. Boss control seal now available. Special mode, 100 palaces to 1 sect. Good timing. Return all to the sect. Rise. My celestial gate was just handed over to the sect leader. Sect leader, take my sword will. I'll offer the furnace impurities. Steady, Su. Keep all these materials stable. Every bit is money. No letting the flame escape. Don't break the key lines. Contract made. Don't be scared. We're not here to destroy you. We're here to fix you. Sword will and key lines. Sword key contract upgraded. Impossible. He knows nothing about forging. How can he command the celestial furnace's fire? He's not forging for himself. He's leading the sect's whole power. Nameless Sword Sect moves 1 step closer to its forging path. Forging the Dragon Abyss sword core in the furnace. The first turn really works. Dragon Abyss sword core is taking shape. Not a full sword yet, but the first sword form is really made. 9-turn celestial furnace, first turn. Even I might not pull this off. He really did it on the spot. I always thought the boss knew nothing about forging. But somehow he could truly ignite my celestial scripts. With him, my path is way stronger. Don't shake, seriously, don't shake. If I mess up now, the sect master disguise falls apart. Congrats, host. You've awakened the 100 palaces, Dragon Abyss sword core. First sword form forged. Sect's key prestige soars. Nameless Sword Sect really forged a true sect artifact sword. Elder Lu. How was the furnace test? The sect ranking decree just arrived. And the authentic artifact sword decree too. Next up, the ranking battle of the 8 northern desolate sects. Nameless Sword Sect is finally stepping up. I'd like to join the Rogue Cultivator Hall. I hear even low-level nameless disciples can make merit. Sect leader CQ. Our sect wants an alliance with Nameless Sword Sect. Let's purchase standard gear together. Director Qian, any pre-order slots left at the gear shop? I'm willing to pay the deposit up front. Line up to join. Go to the front desk for alliance and legal affairs. Talk to me for gear pre-orders. Don't push. If you break the gate, you'll pay. Don't rush. Don't rush. The gear store just opened. Production isn't that high yet. Get used to the Iron Manager. Our sect's super popular now. Even wooden swords get snatched. Though it's not fully a sword yet. But the energy is way stronger than before. With this, Nameless Sword sect finally has real foundation. From owing 3,000 spirit power to having the sect sword furnace, the gear shop, clothing hall, and marketing are booming. Our startup finally looks ready to go public. Master CEO, the sect council has notified us. The North Wasteland's 8 sect rankings are starting soon. Nameless sect is a backup sect. Can challenge the 8th ranked sect. If we win, we officially join the North Wasteland's major sects. So basically, if we win the ranking battle, Nameless Sword sect goes from backup to official. Right, but ranking battles aren't like 7-star Sword Palace. Not just disciples fighting. Elders, masters, treasures, and sect strength too. Sounds even scarier than 7-star Sword Palace. North Wasteland's 8 sect battle, huh? Haven't seen such a show in years. Clear goal. Join the North Wasteland's ranking battle. Grab a major sect spot. This time, we aren't just proving we can survive. We're telling the major sects. Nameless Sword sect deserves a seat. Just a few months ago, a bankrupt sect somehow made it here. Father, in the ranking battle. I'll crush them myself. That's not enough. Nameless Sword sect isn't a small problem anymore. Dragon Abyss Sword, Starfire, Heavenly Furnace. Give Xie Yuzhao some time.
He might really turn his broken sect into a major one.
Our Scarlet Sky Sword sect doesn't want to see a sect rising through unorthodox tricks, getting a seat at the major table. Thunder Sword sect can help. But the ranking is run by the council. We can't break the rules openly. Who said we go openly? Blood Sword sect has already set up secret traps in the battlefield. Once Chu Zhao enters, we'll make Nameless Sword sect collapse in front of all the sects. Completely lose it. At the battle, you have 3 tasks. Please instruct me, Father. Take Sulu's sword bone. Kill the Awakens. Destroy Dragon Abyss Sword. I understand. I want Xie Xiao to watch as his so-called staff system and sect fall apart in the ring. Nameless Sword sect as a backup. Their first fight challenges the last-ranked Scarlet Sky Sword sect. First round, Nameless versus Scarlet Sky. Kicking things off with old rivals. Perfect rivals make the best hype. Scarlet Sky Sword sect. I've always thought we're just a trendy sect. So let's show them in this first match what real major league looks like. This is the North Wasteland sect. Ranking battles are scarier than 7-star Sword Palace. 7-star Sword Palace is about opportunities. Ranking's about getting seats. Lose one battle here, and the whole sect loses face. North Wasteland's ranking officially begins. It's not just disciples fighting. Elders, chiefs, and sect treasures as well. Winners move up. Losers step down. Council records results. Doesn't interfere with outcome. Nameless Sword sect's been getting all the buzz lately. Dragon Abyss, Starfire, Heavenly Furnace. They took everything. So what if they're popular? Old strength can't be made up with a few events. Just a trendy sect. Once you get to the rankings, you'll see the difference between an ancient sect and a newbie. So many people. Surprised the ground's still clean. No need to sweep for trouble. Manager, today you're the head advisor. Not checking cleanliness. Isn't it still handled by the cleaning crew? Xie Zhao, Nameless sect, climbed up with tricks and hype, relying on some hidden experts, and fooled plenty of rogues. But today, our Scarlet Sky will show North Wastelands. The gap between an ancient sect, just how big it is. Chief, he's calling us a trendy sect. Means we got traffic. It's fine being cursed, as long as people are watching. Nameless Sword Sect. Ranking battle prep starts now. Even meeting before the fight. Definitely a makeshift crew. Still doing all this before the ring. First, all battle rewards are doubled this ranking. Second, medical hall fully covers healing medicines for wounded. Recovery bonus, nothing missing. Medical hall's ready. Third, those who excel get to train under Dragon Abyss Sword. Ordinary disciples too. Chief. Even we can train under Dragon Abyss Sword? If you earn it, you can. Fourth, battle credit can be traded for top-tier resources. Custom gear from our shop. The Awakens guide Sulu for purification protection. All rewards are recorded live. Settled after battle. Never delayed. Contract store has it filed. Chief pays 10 times for breach. Manager buy. Don't need to shout this publicly. Transparent system. Keeps everyone steady. Wow, their battle rewards are so clear. Our sect makes us pay for own healing. Even ordinary disciples can get top resources. Is that for real? Ranking hasn't started, but our morale is solid. CHU Zhao is looking more and more legit as chief. Remember, we're not here to die. And not just to prove ourselves. We're here to win a seat. Win a seat. First round, Disciple Battle. Scarlet Sky versus Nameless. Who's Nameless sending up? Chief, why are you looking at me? You're leading the first round. Nameless Sword Sect. Send Li go up. Chief, I'm the top rogue disciple. Not the top sacrificial disciple. Relax, stick to the system. Brothers. Looks like we gotta rely on tough luck for round one. If we win. Scarlet Sky Sword Sect. You look down on regular disciples. So let you lose to them first. A coward from rogue origins. 2 low-tier disciples. Nameless has no one left. Looks like they'll finish within half a stick of incense. Big power gap. Scarlet Skies 3 are all peak swordsmen. Li Guo wins. The others are just sword kids. This isn't a duel. It's a free win.
Guys.
Remember pre-fight training. Don't worry about style. Just win. Can Brother Li really pull it off? Chief said so. So we'll make it. Kneel. Get lost. It's called tactical repositioning. Cheap tricks. You dare mess with me? Ring rules don't forbid tying shoes. No blood indeed. Actions are all legal under rules. It's just a minor injury. I can handle it. Senior Li catch. Plan B. Drag him down. Come at me head on if you've got guts. If I take your sword strike, I'm dead. Why should I take it? They actually held him back. The 3 prodigies of Chixiao. They're not fighting over power. They're fighting together as a team. Pathetic. 3 top sword fighters can't defeat a few rogue cultivators. Let's see how you dodge now. Senior Li. Now's the time. My spiritual power. Get down there. Chixio's top prodigy is out of bounds. Defeated. You keep coming because it works, huh? Chixio's prodigy is out. Senior Lee finished it off. Brothers, tactical sacrifice. Winners of the disciple battle. Nameless sword sect. An ordinary disciple won. They really pulled it off. Chixio prodigy. Even the underdogs can win. Turns out the weak can win too. Sect leader. We won. Great win. We just used some tricks. Next, elder battle. Let's see who you sent to die. Bunch of losers. Lost to a few low-level rogue cultivators? No need to get mad, young sect leader. They just got lucky in the disciple battle. Second match, the elder battle. Chixio sword sect. Elder Chi steps up. Sword King Peak, Chixio sword domain. Nameless sword sect has got to send the Awakens now, right? The Awaken's sword intent is strong, but his cultivation is way lower. Maybe Xie Yuzhao will go up himself. Manager Huang. The arena's a bit dirty. Can you clean it up, please? Jiu Zhao, what do you mean by that? Nothing, just what I said. Calling you trash. Came to watch, still gotta work. Don't forget the overtime pay. Go on, Manager Wang. Extra shift for the elder battle. Make it double on drinks. Mark that down. Nameless sword sect sent their janitor for the elder fight. Keep your voice down. That janitor, I think he once swept a sword king off the stage. You dare disrespect me? Looking for death. Chixio sword domain burning heaven. If I went up there, I'd get roasted nice and even. Manager Huang. Let him help you cool off. What? Get out. Elder battle winner. Nameless sword sect. That was a sword king, you know. He got swept away. Swept off the stage. Where's the drinks after the cleaning? Plenty back at the sect. Doesn't matter what you do here. What matters is getting things done. Even janitors count. They brought honor to the sect. Disciples used tricks to win. Elders needed the old janitor. Sect leader battle, Si Chu Zhao. Dare to go up yourself? You want to see me fight? Then you'd better stand firm. The Chixio sect leader's entering the arena himself. A sword emperor level fighter. This guy is way stronger than the elders. Third match, the sect leader battle. Chixio sword sect. Sect leader is fighting himself. Xie Zhao sect leader battle? The sect leader has to go up in person. Your disciples? Your janitor? All your clever tricks. None of that can save you now. This time, Xie Zhao. Let's see how you dodge this. Manager Qian, he's really going on stage. That's a sword emperor over there. From a cost perspective, having the boss fight himself. If anything happens, that counts as a top-level asset loss. Can't you say something good for once? Sect leader asked me to test his sword for you. Rules for the sect leader battle. No outsiders allowed to fight for you. But sect leader just used Tong Yui back-to-back. He hasn't fully recovered. His Longyuan sword seed is still unstable. Can't force it. If he can't do the leader fight, the last two wins are wiped out. Nameless sword sect loses its challenge rights. No one can take your place, kid. This fight. Sword Emperor man. This isn't a simple match. Old Huang can't replace you. The Waken can't replace you. Su Liu can't either. If I back out now, everything we fought for before, they'll call me a useless leader. Just leaning on my team. Where's the old janitor now? Si Zhao, you don't even have the guts to step up? no matter how strong Nameless Sword sect is. If the leader can't stand on his own, it's just an empty shell. Don't tell me sect leader CHU is actually scared. That's a sword emperor up there. Anyone would be scared. Sect leader has protected us so many times. But this time we can't help. I'm not your classic sword master. But all the way here, I didn't win on my own. It's thanks to this sect. And all the ones who move forward with me. North Wilderness ranking battle key point detected. Boss domination seal. Sect leader mode can activate. Win and the sect's fortune soars. Lose and your candidate rank drops. Alright. Let's do this. Sect leader. Don't worry. A boss can be afraid to die, but not afraid to face things. Now, that's how you talk. Si Chu Zhao, I'll admit, you're great at finding talent and building hype. But in the end, the sect depends on its leader. You don't have your janitor now. No, the Waken. No Su Liu. Who are you really? You ask who I am. Sect manifestation. This isn't about disciples waiting to fight. This is the sect master facing battle with the sect's fortune. You actually dared to summon sect manifestation during the master battle. I'm their boss. And the leader of the Nameless Sword sect. Then today I'll cut down this sect leader. This is the real power of a Sword Emperor level sect master. With this sword, any ordinary sword king would be burned to ashes. No outsiders can interfere in the sect master duel. Sect master. If the system can't handle this, I'm not just bankrupt as a boss. I'm straight up getting cremated before going public. Boss Synchronic Control Seal Special Mode, Legacy Lord now activated. Recognition accumulated successfully. A sect master can command the sect's luck to forge swords. My sword intent is willingly returning to the sect. The sect master isn't forcibly borrowing my sword. He's protecting him. Nice kid. Even dares to use the old man's sword intent. My contract can even be used as a sword tassel. Use the contract as the sheath. Sect fortune remains intact. Sect master, hold on. My aura is helping the sect's sword go forward. I went in too, right? Even my little survival instinct can be used to refine swords. Of course. Nameless sect doesn't have useless people. Power borrowed by Xia Zhuzhao. It's not really yours. Wrong. This isn't borrowing. They trust me willingly. No way. Qijiao sword rhythm is unleashed. That's not just personal sword intent. That's the Dao rhythm of the whole sect. Sword rhythm becomes sword. The sword sect really made it happen. Father lost. You're not just borrowing power. You actually merged their Dao into a single sword. And merge ours into one sword too. It's not swallowing our power. It's giving all our power a place. This kid really acts like a sect master. 3 seconds of cool left. 321. Can't do it. 3 seconds is way too long. System, are you charging by the second for this look? Sec Master Mode is ending soon. Host, please finish up quickly. Don't embarrass yourself by going weak in front of everyone. Got it, boss. Character defense enters last 3 seconds. Still want to fight? This round, we, Chijiao Sword Sect, admit defeat. Chijiao Sword Sect Challenge Battle. 2 wins out of 3. Winner, Nameless Sect. We won. Nameless Sword Sect really won. Chijiao Sword Sect. The seats of North Wilderness's 8 sects are really going to change. Survived. And won, boss. You crushed it this time.
Amazing.
Really impressive. What a shame. Ranking battle isn't over yet. The real sacrifice has just arrived. What is this thing? There's an array underground. You think it's just the North Wilderness ranking battle today? Wrong. This is Bloodsword Gate, the altar we've prepared for all the sects of North Wilderness for years. Shelly, you dare to play me, Chijiao Sword Sect. That underground array wasn't made in a day. Bloodsword Gate has set things up long ago on the battlefield. Just noticing now? Too late. My sword domain is broken. Disciples from Chijiao Sword Domain and Thunder Sword Domain. Blood Rogue Resentment. Everything from today's duels. Will feed the Blood Sword Ancestor Ritual. Blood Sword Gate isn't here for the ranking tournament. They're treating us as sacrifices. He's been drained of blood and energy. The sect ranking contract is corrupted. Blood Sword Gate turned the protective barrier into a lock for inheritance instead. We're doomed. Way more dangerous than a regular arena. Even the audience isn't safe. Blood Sword Gate, those maniacs. I just want a spot, and maybe to win with style. How did this turn into a sacrifice trap again? Does Blood Sword Gate ever play by the rules? Sects of North Wilderness. Long time no see. Blood Warrior. How dare Blood Sword Gate run wild in the ranking battle arena?